Karelin, who's the scariest wrestler of all time.
They called him the Experiment. A man so powerful, so dominant, that even the strongest opponents were reduced to mere spectators in his presence. For 13 years, nobody on earth could beat him. No one. This is the story of Alexander Karelin, the most feared wrestler the world has ever seen. In the frozen heart of Siberia, a baby was born on September 19th. His name was Alexander Aleksandrovich Karelin. Little did the world know, this boy would become one of the most dominant forces in sporting history. From the very beginning, Karelin wasn't normal. By the time he was a teenager, he was already towering over his classmates. At just 14, he weighed over 180 pounds, 82 kilograms. His strength wasn't just impressive, it was unnatural. His physical presence alone scared people. But what was even more terrifying was his discipline. While most kids spent their days playing, Karelin was running through snowy forests, lifting logs, doing push-ups with people on his back. He trained like a machine. Pain meant nothing. Losing meant nothing, because it was never an option. Under the strict eyes of Soviet coaches, Karelin began Greco-Roman wrestling, a discipline where you can't touch the opponent's legs. It's all upper body, power, precision, and pain. Within months, it was clear. Karelin wasn't just another promising athlete. He was a genetic phenomenon. At 18, Karelin won the Junior World Championship. But he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to dominate the world. In 1988, at just 21 years old, he made his Olympic debut in Seoul, South Korea. The world hadn't seen him yet, but they were about to witness a storm. Match after match, he demolished everyone. He lifted 280-pound men like they were pillows and slammed them into the mat using his signature move, the reverse body lift. It was a move so risky and brutal, most heavyweights didn't even attempt it. But Karelin, he made it look easy. He won the gold medal without losing a single point. The world was stunned, and a legend was born. Now let's talk about the most terrifying weapon in Karelin's arsenal, the infamous Karelin lift. In Greco-Roman wrestling, lifting a super heavyweight opponent from the mat and slamming them backwards is almost impossible. But Karelin didn't care. He did it regularly. He made it his signature. Opponents feared it. Coaches warned about it. Fans waited to see it. From 1987 to 2000, Karelin went undefeated. That's 13 years at the top of the world. During that time, he won 3 Olympic gold medals, 9 world championships, 12 European championships. That's not dominance. That's a reign of terror. And here's the craziest part. From 1993 to 2000, he didn't give up a single point. Not one. Wrestlers would train for years just to survive a full match with him. But most, they were crushed in minutes.
He's been the man for 13 years. Nobody's even had a chance to beat him. Actually, he picked me up 3 times and threw me on my head. My feet almost hit the back of my head.
Let's dive into Karelin's greatest wins, those legendary moments where he made elite wrestlers look like amateurs. Gorosky was a Bulgarian powerhouse. strong, technical, and experienced. But he never stood a chance.
Last year's World Cup. The New York State, well, there's a surprise. Karelin, he is just so strong. He can lift men from the parterre. He's turned him. So Karelin from a standing start on the ground. He's got him airborne. He's trying again, trying to hang on. He's got him in the air and he's done it.
Karelin dominated the match and won the gold at just 21. The Soviet Union cheered, and the world took notice. Matt Ghaffari was America's best hope, a tank of a man with massive strength. But Karelin handled him with ease. In just over 2 minutes, Karelin crushed him. Ghaffari later said, "I've never felt so helpless in my life." Then came the end. Karelin was 33 years old. The 2000 Olympics in Sydney were supposed to be his final masterpiece. A 4th Olympic gold, a perfect ending. But fate had other plans. In the finals, he faced Rulon Gardner, an unheralded American wrestler. Gardner was strong, but no one expected him to win. What happened next shocked the world.
If Gardner, the American, were to win this match, it would be a cop. Karelin's offense.
Karelin, for the first time in 13 years, gave up a point due to a technicality. Gardner played a perfect defensive match. He held on, he frustrated Karelin, and in the biggest upset in Olympic wrestling history, Karelin lost.
Gardner has upset the king!
Some cried, some cheered. But even Gardner later said, "He's still the greatest of all time. I just had one good day." Karelin retired immediately. No excuses, no drama, just respect. After retirement, Karelin didn't fade away. He became a politician, serving in the Russian parliament. He worked on sports development. He gave speeches. He mentored young athletes. But he never bragged, never gloated. He remained humble. He once said, "Strength is not in muscles. It's in your mind, in your will. That's what wins battles." It wasn't just his 6 feet 3 inches, 130 kilograms frame. It wasn't just the freakish strength. It was the mindset, the discipline, the ability to train harder, longer, and more brutally than anyone else. They called him the Experiment, the Russian Bear, the king of Greco-Roman wrestling. And rightfully so. To this day, no one has matched his dominance. He redefined what the human body and mind can do. 13 years, undefeated, 3 Olympic golds, 9 world titles, hundreds of broken dreams. The greatest wrestler the world has ever seen.